Well guys, we're up in my loft where all the movie magic happens, and I promised you guys this video, so I'm going to take you on a tour of, well, I guess you guys could call it a man cave. So, it's a mess like I think everybody's man cave pretty much is. Maybe it's just me, but let's go look around. So first off, this is where I store pretty much most of my sleeping bags. Try to leave them lofted or open. So I just hang them on the banister. Some of you guys probably know that I'm a carpenter. Built this handrail right here. Just baseball bats for the spindles. I love playing chess, so I made this chess table here. And above that I've got a shelf. There's some lemonade. This is a quickie bow that I made during my Sigma class. This is an arrow that I made while at a primitive skills gathering. I did nap that point. It's the only point I've ever napped. This is my atlatl, and this is a rabbit stick that I made there. This is one of the atlatl darts that I made. And as soon as I got back, pretty much my daughter broke the tip off, which is it's not a big deal. I just need to reattach it, redo it. Not a lot of light in this area, but this is where I store all my cooking gear. You can kind of see. I've got pot, fuel, different bottles, bowls, pans, and then more canteen style stuff, and then different filters. It's kind of a I kind of separate that spot just for those kinds of things. This is where all the computer stuff is. I use a fish scale and just like an ounce counting scale to weigh my gear for some of my trips that I do. Love Beeman's gum. That's one of my favorites. This stack here is where I store some of my just miscellaneous stuff that I don't have a clue what to do with. Don't have a clue. This is more of a miscellaneous stuff spot also. This piece of Osage right there, I just thought that was such a cool looking piece, so I kept it from a trip I think me and Justin had done. This here is a drawing that my grandfather did a long time ago. He's now long and gone and passed. This shelf here is kind of a knick-knack shelf. I've got this bow for doing bow drills. This was actually made by Snap-on John. One of Justin Wolf's from Wolf Customs very vintage old sheaths that he did. This is nearly one of his first. This is a belt that he made for me. I saved some of my different Bowdrill hearse and whatnot. Some that mean something to me, such as this one right here. Actually, this one you would laugh at me if you actually were here to actually physically see it, but this is the particular one that I got fire on during my knife only, and of course I saved it because that was all I had for fire. You can see where I tried the hand drill and then where I did the bow drill. But look at that piece. It was just like that. It was, you know, looked like a rocking chair when I got it. But it was the best piece I had real quick. And the spindle is no better. It's kind of egg-shaped and not exactly straight. And of course that's how it was. Just trying to save time. Of course the top doesn't look, you know, fancy, so. Then I got a few staves back here. This is a stave that I have partially worked down. Here's another partially worked Osage. And then another, the hickory bow that I made while at Sigma 3. This is a board that I write some notes on, different things or trips that I'm planning. That one there is from when I did the Buffalo River. This is from a primitive skills gathering. Then a few more odds and ends. My whiteboard, I write a lot of notes on that there. You guys have kind of seen my messy desk area. Love the potato sticks, those are yummy. Up here I've got a walking stick that my niece actually found this stick for me, and I've loved it ever since. It's just something pretty cool. That bamboo there is from a container I made while I was at Sigma 3. This is a fire steel that I recently got, and this is a point that I got from somebody. It was a gift. Kind of the knife section over here, slash saws, and some of you know I love rocks. This is a pine knot that I found when I was hiking the Eagle Rock Loop Trail, and I actually found a ton of these, but I just picked up one because I didn't want to carry a bunch of extra weight. This here is a map of when I did the Glacier, the Loch, the Loch Vale. There's the Loch. That was a fun trip, very fun trip. Of course, got my mini fridge so I can stay hydrated while doing videos. This is my massive, well, not really massive. This is part of my massive book collection that I've been acquiring. And this is another portion of the map for Colorado Rockies from when I did the Loch Vale. Kind of just a spot to store some of my axes. Those are different tenders there. Of course I got my hammock. Some more, you know, spindles and friction fire set type things there. Back here I store extra backpacks, clothes, different sleeping type gear such as wool blankets, dry bags, pillows, ground tarps. And here is a sneak peek. I don't know if anybody else does this, but when I go on a trip I kind of just scatter out or set out the different things that I'm going to do. So this is kind of some of it for backpacking that I'm going to use. Haven't completely decided. This would be my hammock setup or a tent, and haven't made up my mind. So, well, there you have it. I promised it to you, so I'm going to get back to editing this video, and hope you guys enjoyed that. See you around.